Hello everyone, welcome to this stream. Let me resize the window properly, move the thing to the right place. It's always fun. So, right, that seems correct. Okay. All right, that is good. All right, hello everyone, welcome to the stream. My name is Aurélien and I'm part of the Fedora infrastructure team. So we will be looking at Fedora applications. Hello Swagspius, how are you doing? Nice to see you here. And we'll be looking at Fedora infrastructure applications. They are mostly written in Python, but not always. And we might work on one, or depending on what you want me to work on, because I'll be showing you what bugs we can fix together, and give you a possibility to vote for the one that interests you, so that I'm not doing something that is of no interest to nobody. Well, it's always useful to the project, but I mean, there's people, so at least make something useful to them. Hello everyone, let's wait a couple seconds for people to join, or minutes maybe. How are you, SwagsPS? Have you been using Fedora for a while, or are you new to it? Or do I know you maybe? Maybe I don't know your handle, but that's all. Or the nickname. All right, let me fix my things. Okay. Hello everyone. Let's wait a couple minutes for people to join. Or maybe I can start, by the way. I could do that. So the usual program on these streams is we look at what easy fixes are available in the Fedora infrastructure applications. By easy fix, I mean the issues that are reasonably easy, or easy enough for someone to discover how the project works without having to go deep into the small details. So we identify those on our trackers with a tag that is sometimes easy fix, sometimes good first issue, sometimes something else. And I have a page that lists them all. Let me show you that. All right. So this easy fixes page is much too small. I realize that. Let me zoom in. Okay, maybe not that much. Okay. So this easy fixes page gathers all the issues tags as easy fix or good first issue on the projects that are in Fedora. Basically, it's an opt-in solution, so you have to go to a wiki page and enlist your project for it to show up here. But we've done that with the Fedora Infra group on GitHub. Right now our applications are on GitHub. That might change, but right now that's where it is. And I will show you what we have. So let's go to Fedora Infra. All right, so this is assigned to someone. I'm not going to touch it. Data grabber. So this is a ticket to add a page that will list all the topics that have been used in Data Grabber for the past X month, days, weeks, years, I don't know. This is actually not an easy fix. I've tried to look at that first, and it's kind of hard to get a list of all the topics from the data number database because it's big. I tried to run the distinct query on like a select distinct on data number, and it takes a long time if you are looking too far back. So there are two solutions. We either make a simple page in Data Grabber that will list the topics that have been used in the past few days, maybe a week, which is still interesting. I mean, we can do that. And an improvement over that would be to have in data number some sort of view or materialized view that will be the result of this big query, and it will be automatically updated each time there's a new message added to the database. And then data grabber will be looking into that view instead of making its query. I'd say that this is a second step. The first thing we can do with data grabber is make this page, which is a list of topics in the last week, for example. So explicit, we met on the security ticket about period 2 months ago. Keep an eye on the first. Cool. Oh, thank you. Thank you for interest in my streams. I'm happy to do something that is useful to people, basically. All right, that's for data grabber. That's going to be one option. Data number is another one. Data number is a backend where we store all the messages that go through the bus, and data grabber is the front end or the API that will query that. But there's something to do in data number. In the database we have a headers column that's where the message headers go, and it's a JSON-B column, so it's actually indexable, and we could do queries on that, but it's currently not available in the API. So the subject of this ticket would be to add an API parameter that will let user query headers with a JSON path query, and then have that available in data grabber, of course, because otherwise the API of data number is not accessible directly. You go through data grabber usually. There are a couple exceptions, but very few. All right, so that will be adding something to data number, which is an interesting project because it's very, very big. If you go to data grabber right now, yeah, I'm gonna go to this one here. Yeah, of course it changes the window. Hey, pain. Just a minute. Yeah. Or let me do that this way. Yes, if you go to data grabber right now, it tells you that there are approximately 353 million messages in the database, and that's a ton of messages. So there's always interesting performance issues with this application. FastJSON. FastJSON is an API to query the Fedora account system, thus FAS, which is held in an LDAP database. So there is some project management stuff, such as taking the test out of the main Python package, otherwise they get installed with FastJSON, and that's really not necessary or useful. And then there's documentation issues, those two here. This is obsolete, this is obsolete, this is obsolete. Use reuse for the license. Yeah, reuse is a tool by, I think it's the FSF Europe maybe, or maybe the FSF, that's going to scan your files to make sure that you have declared the license coherently in your application, and that everything is covered. So that would be useful to use that instead of the uncontrolled mess that we currently have, which is the common headers on every file that sometimes you forget and you never update the copyrights, etc., etc. So that's more project management thing rather than a feature. But that's for Fedora Messaging, which is an interesting library used very widely in the Fedora infrastructure. Okay, FMN. FMN is a system that converts messages into notifications for people. So for example, when you build something and your build finishes, then there's a notification, there's a message that is emitted on the bus, and FMN is going to convert that to a notification to your account via email, via Matrix, via IRC, and I think that's all. If you opted into that, of course. So there's an issue here that the email that we sent don't have the delivered, no, not the received by headers. That sometimes help debugging why a message was received with a delay. So we should add that. It's pretty simple. Here there are things that have been assigned to people, so I'm going to leave that away. Leave that. But yeah, there's definitely these delayed notifications. Let me store that into a file that I could be maybe prepare a poll so that I can store all that. Yeah. Yeah, that's a bit of a pain. I don't have polls. Okay. All right. I'm gonna prepare this poll. So what did we say? There's data grepper. So the poll is gonna be what will, hey, click on it please. What will we work on today? Option 1 is gonna be data grepper. Option 2 is gonna be data number. All right. FastJSON is gonna be option 3. Okay, then we have Fedora Messaging. Then we have FMN. I think I'm limited in the number of options that I can show. So we'll see. So FMN, the rest is assigned. I'm gonna leave that. Oh, there's this. Yeah, did I finish that? I'm not even sure I finished that. I could finish this. That was about making a Fedora messaging schema for MirrorManager, but I think we're almost done. So, I could finish that. I think that's what I did last week, but I'm not sure I actually finished it. Do I have the code on my computer? That's a good question. So it will be in Fed message schema, and there's MirrorManager messages. Okay. Okay, let's see if the tests pass. Just checking that I've done, whether I'm finished with this or not. If I am finished with this package, it's still necessary to publish it and to update data in MirrorManager to use it. So it's not finished. Obviously, there are things that are not covered. Yeah, so there'll be finishing MirrorManager messages. That's gonna be one. New option. Oh, that's my last option. Huh. MirrorManager. So in MirrorManager, if you select that, we're going to decide whether we want to do the Fedora messaging schema there, or if we want to add Flask Health, which is a library that integrates Flask applications with OpenShift. OpenShift can query an application on specific endpoints to know if it is running and if it is ready to accept requests. And Flask Health is something that makes that very easy. So there's work on paginating the mirrors page, but I think Ryan is kind of working on that, so I'm not going to do that. Notify on crawl failure when a host is marked inactive. That's very, very important, but we can't do that unless we've finished with the messages, because the messages that we're going to send when a host is disabled will need to have a schema. Right, so it can generate a notification for admins. So, all right. So that's one. Then there's Bugzilla to Fed message where we could cache the FastJSON queries. Unfortunately, I don't have any more options on my poll. So I'm gonna merge data number and data grepper, and then we can decide which one we want to work on if you choose that. So there's going to be Bugzilla to Fed message here, and then there's Fed badges. Oh, that's still very interesting. Yeah, that's a bit annoying. I don't have any more. So, right. So, yeah, so Fed badges has a lot of interesting things to do. There's a list of band user that we could make configurable, but I think somebody is already working on that, or at least has declared interest in working on that. we could compute the leaderboard asynchronously. So when you get a new badge, the users are ranked by number of badges. And so when you get a new badge, your position in this leaderboard is changes and it is updated, but it is updated right as soon as you get the badge. And it can take some time with the number of users that we have. It currently takes about 10 seconds, I think. So it makes the UI unresponsive when it's a badge that you get through the UI. And it takes, and that's a bit of pain. When you get a badge, there's a message that is emitted on the bus. So we could just react to that and update the leaderboard accordingly when this message is received. Very simple. We could totally do that. It will make the UI much more dynamic. So, okay, I'm gonna have that as a next option. And where could I put it? I don't know. I'm gonna start the poll, and if you want to work on Fed badges, then just write it down in the chat because I don't have any more slots. Okay. Let us send the poll. You should have the poll on your screen right now. Let me check that. It's probably, yeah. It's too small for me to see it on my screen, but it should appear on yours somewhere on the left or on the right. I don't know. There should be an overlay for you to use. Okay. And in the meantime, while we do that, I'm going to go to the Fedora magazine, or no, the community blog, because there's something that I would like to show, and that is the Infra and Range updates for this week. Let me show you that. So this is what we've done this week in my team, and I would like to show some things that are notable, I would say. So what do we have? Okay, new group, okay, well, okay. The mass rebuild has started, which means that a lot of packages are being rebuilt for Fedora 41 when it comes, well, it's obviously not out, but we are rebuilding things for Fedora 41. So that's a lot of work in the Fedora infrastructure. Well, it's automated, but it usually breaks because of new dependencies being there and software not being available, not being aware of the new dependencies, and etc. etc. So that's usually a time when there's a lot of issues being open. So there's a lot of work associated with a mass rebuild. We are working on investigating where we could put our stuff, our packages. Currently, it's in a dist-git instance, so it's a layer on top of Pagure, and we want to move away from that. So we are currently looking at alternatives. Ryan Lush has deployed Forjo in our infrastructure OpenShift, or in community shift actually. There's work on the GitLab investigating GitLab by Akash Deep, and also Tomasz has been working on stuff related to that with other teams. That's a big investigation. Okay, what do I have here? That's what's in progress, done. Okay. What do I see here? Is there something that I can show you? Nothing very visible. Important and necessary, but not very visible in a screen. So all right, it's not going to be much this week. That's fine. That happens. All right. So do I have an answer on my poll? That's a good question. Currently, I don't see any votes. I'm gonna wait a little bit more. Oh yeah, there's not many people here. That's why. It is obviously tea time. As every hour in the day. Okay. So what's on our plate? I'm gonna start by finishing the work that I did on MirrorManager last week. So that's gonna be at least some continuity with the previous work. But I'm happy to stop anytime if there's something more interesting that you want me to look at. Yeah, feel free to ask. I'm happy to stop doing that and go to something that is more interesting to other people who are viewing this. All right. Okay, so let me go back to MirrorManager messages. So it is failing. Yeah, reuse is unhappy. Oh, almost everything is failing. So tests first. We are not covering everything. Okay, let me open my development environment to this. Okay. I'm gonna zoom in. Don't worry, it's currently very, very small. All right. Okay. Okay. So, what is our coverage? I guess I could open it in Visual Studio, right? Like, open this here, please. Open to the side. Yeah. Render it. That will be more thing. Open with. Yeah. Okay. All right, let's go to the browser and just do it this way. Do I see any votes? I don't see any votes. I'm going to close the poll now. If there's something that I said before that you're interested in, just, do it in the chat. It's going to be fine. Okay, where is it? It's here. That's my coverage right here. It is not perfect. So what's host here? Okay, I haven't tested the string representation of the deprecated message. I probably haven't tested it. Yeah, I'll need to test. I haven't tested the deprecated versions, which are the currently emitted versions. Let's try host added. Let's try this. Let's just use tests obsolete. I'm going to create a host added view1, make sure it validates, assert message.deprecated, make sure it's deprecated, and assert the string representation of my message is pretty much this, I guess. Let me check that this works. Can I run this? Let's go. I don't usually do that, but let's see. Can I run this? I need to save that. Test obsolete. Does it work? It works and fails because sit ID is a record. Yeah, of course, the schema is not the same, obviously. So host message v1, the schema is right, that seems wrong. It needs to have a schema. I'm pretty sure that it needs to have a schema. MirrorManager message, what's that? That's my base class, okay. So what does my test say? It's very, very small, not really readable. So what does it say? Sit ID is a required property. Okay, what do I need? I need sit ID, host ID, bandwidth, and ASN for my v1. Okay. So yeah, that's not gonna work, of course. Site ID is gonna be dummy site. Sorry, what's dummy site? Oh, I lost everything. Yeah, it's ID. Okay, cool. So that's ID. I need site ID. So how does it look like? How does it look like a deprecated message? Host schema event, that's the one. Okay, so I need a site ID, a host ID, bandwidth, and ASN. All right, let's build one. Host ID. And I guess that bandwidth, are they required bandwidth and ASN? Let's see. Yep, definitely. Bandwidth is a number and ASN is a number as well. So. Okay, that's my host v1. Let's run the test again. And it says validation error. What's that? Bandwidth is a required property. Did I make a typo? Of course. Of course I made a typo. Of course. Such a common thing. Let's try again. Okay, yeah. Okay, so I expect this. This is what I expect. Okay. Actually, this should be... To be very coherent, I should have dummy site ID here. It works. So now that I have that, my coverage should be a little bit better. Of course, it's not reflected right here, but so that is host message v1. Yeah, that's the one, host added v1. Okay, that is the default, right? I mean, host message v1 has the string representation, and there's host added v1, which depends on which inherits from host message v1, and it has a representation that does the exact same thing. So I can drop that. Less lines, much better. Okay, good. What else was not covered? Same thing about deleted, I suppose. Yeah. Yeah. So let me add the same thing for the delete message. Well, let me run all the tests first. Rerun everything. Okay, it worked, but it didn't give me... Oh yeah, that's because I rerun everything. Right, it worked, but it didn't give me the coverage that I wanted because I'm not running it with docs. That's a bit too bad. Let me run it with docs. Okay. So that's updated. And I guess that updated this. Okay. So now I want to test the summary. Oh, I haven't tested the summary of deleted and updated. Oh yeah, I have a few missing steps here. Okay. All right, let us do the summary for... So I have to check host updated v1, host updated v2, host deleted v1, host deleted v2. Okay, that should be it. And I'm going to do pretty much the same thing, which is test obsolete add, or test add v1 maybe? v1, yeah. I'm gonna do the same, or v1 add maybe. That should probably be better. v1 add test v1 updated. Should it be added? Yeah, it should be added, definitely. Let's be coherent. And test v1 deleted. So I expect the body, I think the body is pretty similar. Updated v1 and deleted. No, not v2, v1. All right. So of course that's gonna fail. I pretty much expect that. This is gonna fail with a different error message has been. Okay, yeah, good. This is updated and this is deleted. Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay, that's better. So now I need to test the output of the non-obsolete ones, which are more complex, but that's fine. Test updated. You know, there's worse than no documentation, and that's outdated documentation that doesn't really document the thing that it's supposed to document. That's even worse. So I'm going to work on updated v2 right here. I don't need to check that. Neither that. No, nope. I want to check those. Has been updated. Is this working? Let's try. It fails. Updated inside. Yeah, that's not good. Let's change that. I mean, that doesn't make a lot of sense, right? Host deleted, host updated. Okay. Okay. The insight should actually be here. Host blah blah inside blah blah has been updated by. Yeah, that makes sense. No, that's more like an actual phrase. Let's try again. Inside dummy site, sorry. Let's do it. Ooh, smells like typo. Oh yes, definitely a typo. And it works. Okay, that's my test updated. Let's test now the deleted. Of course, that's going to be a test deleted. And I expect my error to be the same here. That's host updated, that's host updated, that's host deleted, right. Oh, has been deleted from site. Oh, that's better. Yeah, that's pretty cool actually. Let's use that. Has been deleted from site. Nice. Okay, let's try it. Cool. Okay, let's run all my tests now. With docs, so I get the coverage. Much, much better. There's site left. Let's go to site. Okay, so what do you say? Yeah, this one is good. Site, what's missing? Same thing, I'm missing the v1s. Oh no, I'm just not testing the string representation and summary of anything. Oh, yeah. So much work left to do. It's fine, it's fine. So we have site deleted. Do we have anything else? That's all we have. So we need to test the summary and the string representation. Where is my test site? It is not here. Let's try it one. Let's make it. Nope. F2, thank you. Test site. So I'm importing from, oh, sorry, site. Definitely not importing all that. There's site deleted v1 and site deleted v2. Thank you. That's the only thing that I test, that I currently emit when a site is deleted, that's all. It's very limited, but that's what it is right now. Site deleted v2. Okay, do I want to test all that? Yeah, I guess I do. Missing fields. Can I have a missing field in my site schema? Required site, site name, and org URL. Yeah, I can forget the org URL, that's all good. Of course, that's not going to be the one. I guess there's no host right here. And site deleted v2. Okay. And now I want to test the v1. Where are you? Where are you, v1? Right here. Okay, so there is no host ID, but there's probably a site ID, probably no bandwidth and no ASM. What do I have in my schema for a site? Site deleted, that's the v1. I do have a site ID, a site name, and an org URL. Okay, let's fill that out. Yeah. Site ID, site name. Oh wait, what's in my dummy site? Because there might be already all this. So I could just, use it. Ah yeah, not exactly the same, unfortunately. That's comprehensible. That's not made for the obsolete ones. It's made for the good ones. Site name, dummy site of name, and org URL. This one is transparent. Well, I mean, doesn't have to be changed. And that's definitely not host deleted v1, it's site deleted v1 that I'm using here. Of course, the messages are going to be wrong, but that's fine for now. Let's run that. It fails because site dummy site has been deleted. That's the message. Cool. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, no. 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 Wait. Site. Dummy site of name with parentheses around the ID has been deleted. Yes, that sounds better. Try again. Works. Try the other one. This should work. It does. This one should fail. Oh yeah, I definitely don't need dummy hosts. This one should fail. Yes. It should be site dummy site 1 has been deleted by dummy user, but actually that should be pretty much the same thing as this. This should almost be entirely reusable, except I know about the user this time. Site dummy site name has been deleted by dummy user. It's my summary actually. Okay, yeah, that's not very pretty, but let's see if it works. Do it. Org URL. There's no org URL? Huh. Did I make a mistake? Site. Oh yeah. No, that's v2. Oh yeah, v2 doesn't necessarily have org URL. So I can't really expect it to have one. So yeah. So I can do that. Okay, that was a bug because I know I have an agent, I have site, but I'm not sure that I have org URL. So I can't really do that. So let's do it differently. So it's going to be lines equal self.summary and if self.if org URL in self.body, then lines.append this. And now I can return all the lines. Okay, that should work better. Where's my test? Rerun the same thing, please. Okay, yeah, of course. It's gonna be site blah 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 has been deleted by dummy user, but I would like to test. Actually, would like to test. What did I just run? This one. I want it to have a org URL. Don't I have one? Oh yes, it's not in site. Oh yes, my mistake, my mistake. I'm looking here at, yeah, site is, I know, so site schema, what's site schema? Sorry, I made a mistake here. Site schema has the org URL, so it was just looking at the wrong place. Ah, nice try, but no sugar. See, I didn't test it, and therefore it was broken. Everything that is not tested can be considered broken. Site, that should be site right here. Of course, it's a single quotes. It'll work in double quotes, but I think it's only Python 3.12 because before that, the parser wasn't capable of understanding this. Okay, let's run the test again. Site dummy site has been declared. Org URL is none. Oh, that's not good. That's definitely not good. I mean, is it allowed to be none? I guess so. It's allowed to be none. Give me. Yes, it's allowed to be none. Then it shouldn't. I should take that into account when building the message. I'm gonna go back. No, I'm gonna go back to my lines thing. Lines equal self.summary if. So I can do it differently this time, of course. If I have an org URL, then lines.append append this. Okay. Nice. And then I just join my lines. Nah. Stupid. Stupid. Okay. Run the tests again. It's gonna fail, right? But it's gonna fail with a better error than before. Yes. I would like to have a org URL just to be sure, and I'm gonna test both. So here I always have an org URL. I always not have an org URL. I'm gonna fix that. That's actually minimal. Okay. So I'm gonna test it with the org URL. Missing field. Test minimal deleted with org URL. Okay. Then my site is dummy site.copy. I want a copy of that, and I want to have dummy site.org URL be equivalent to dummy org. Okay, so now I can have my dummy site here. Okay, and now I don't need to test all of that. Thank you very much. But I do need to test this, which is going to be wrong again. Let me test that because that's this thing that I expect right here. Well, actually, if I want to do it properly, even tests need to be done properly, you know. So this here has actually to be this. And this entire thing is almost right. But of course, I have org. Well, I suppose that's how I did it. Oh, org URL. Of course, it has to be a URL. It makes no sense to do that. Maybe a backslash at the end. Okay, try and run that now. First, run my first minimal tests. It should pass. Yep. It fails. it fails because it doesn't have an, yeah, okay, it doesn't end with a new line. That's fine. It's here. So try it again, please. Right. Actually, I'm gonna make things much, much simpler. Right. Okay. Here we are not too far. Yeah. Okay. So this should work now. Do it? Yes. This, however, I'd be surprised if it worked. It's probably not having this at the end. It does work. That's good. Okay, so I'm gonna do it differently. I'm gonna format it differently because it's not really pretty that way. Run it, please. Still working. Okay, let's have a look at our tux run to see if the coverage is better. 100% coverage. That's good. Okay, so now we have working coverage. Let's have a look at the other tux runs, things that tux run. So coverage, that's good. Okay. Okay. Yes. Oh, lint is unhappy. Okay, the linting is unhappy. Oh yeah, I should definitely add Python 3.12 to the list. Okay, so what does lint do? It runs rough and it runs reuse. Let's try reuse. Yeah, that's what fails. GPL 3.0 or later find in, okay. Oh yeah, I'm not GPL 0, I'm not GPL, I'm LGPL. My mistake. Where is the error? LGPL, okay. Where did you find the GPL thing? Huh. No, I would be surprised if it was the case. Reuse step 5. It's probably where the error is. Yes, it's LGPL right here. Doesn't really need to have a license actually, but that's poetry run reuse lint, and it's good. So tux should be fine now. I'm guessing we have a lot of yeah, everything is new right here. Oh yes, I need to check that GitHub CI will work properly. So it's running on push and pull. Yeah, that's not great. I think I've made things different in between that and. Let me compare it. Oh, by the way, Tox is happy. That's good. Let me compare it with our reference CI file. Oh, hello Samyak. How are you doing? Python app. Right, we do things that are more more like this these days. Also space. I want some. Okay. The tags, I haven't decided on the tags, did I? Yeah, I haven't decided. I guess any tag will do. I usually put a V in front of the tag names, but there's been quite a few places where we haven't done that, so I don't know what's best. I kind of like the V because it means that I can have tags for other things that releases. For example, I know I have a tag that's about something else, whatever. Tagging, for example, the version that was current when we had this such and such event, whatever, that sort of thing. I'm gonna keep the V, doesn't cost much. Okay, is the rest kind of similar, or is it wildly different? Okay, yeah, I can have a space here, that's better. That's absolutely correct. So the checks, we don't have many, but yeah. We should, yeah, okay. Checkout, okay, install the dependencies, definitely should do that. I don't think I'm gonna need, oh, RPM dependencies, that's below, okay. I don't think I'm gonna need get text, that's for sure. I am not going to need libpqdevel because that's for PostgreSQL. Am I going to need that? Maybe as a dependency, so who knows, let's keep it. Mark the directory, okay, install the project, really? Base Python dependencies, okay. Oh, that's for the checks. Okay, let's look at the unit tests one. Okay, run the tests. That's the big thing. Okay, install the Python-based dependencies. Sorry. I've done that above. Execute talks, just talks. Just talks. Okay. I guess it's dynamic, so it's better in this regard, but I would have done something a little bit smarter, but I think that's fine. Building the distribution, that's where it is. Okay, the tests, that's fine. Upload artifact v3. I don't need to upload the release notes. MirrorManager message, that's good. Create the release. I don't need that. Artifact is the new version. That is the new version. General is not is true. Okay, that seems good. Okay, so we have the thing working. Well, at least the unit tests pass. We can publish it. We can commit first. So let's look at my files. Yes, okay, there's a lot of changes. That's okay, that has been removed. Yeah, okay. Initially, implementation. All right, let's do it. It's going to run pre-commit, which should, in theory, pass if I didn't make any big mistake. If not, it's going to tell me. So pre-commit is downloading the repo. I should show you the outputs, maybe. Oh, it's done. Huh. Yeah, you see, pre-commit was downloading. Where is it? Pre-commit was downloading the repos, and it passes all the tests that are in pre-commit itself. Done. Let's publish it. I'm in the main branch, publish branch. Publish to GitHub. No? No. I already have one, no? Oh, maybe I didn't make one. Oh, let's make the repo. Maybe I didn't make the repo. Well, that's entirely possible. Where is it? Right here. Oh yeah, you couldn't see much, right? It's a little bit too small. That's fine. Did I make the repo already? I didn't do it. Let's make a new one. So it's gonna be MirrorManager messages. That's what it's called. It is how it's called. Okay, I'm gonna use the description here. CMS package for messages sent by MirrorManager. It's definitely public. I don't need README. I don't need a git ignore. I don't need a license that's going to be added, and I can't remove that. So let's add it. Okay. Push an existing repository from the command line. That's definitely what I want to do. Terminal. Do this. Yes, it's called main. Thank you very much. Is my branch called main? I'm pretty sure my branch is called main. And push it. Okay. Now I have stuff. Okay. That's my initial implementation. It's going to run CI. Hopefully that's going to work. Unless I made a big mistake in CI, but the repo is created. I will need, I probably can't rely on the initial, on the publish to PI here, because I haven't defined it on PyPI. So what I'm going to do, oh, by the way, I should add the topics. Fedora Messaging schemas. Okay, so we know it's about schemas. Good. Let's publish it. If CI passes, let's first wait for CI to pass, and if it passes, I'm gonna publish it. So how have you been doing, Samyak? Do you have something for us to, do you have something to show to us besides the mass rebuild, which I'm pretty sure you're involved with? If you're still around. It's running. It's happily running. It just did by 3.9. It's going to do 3.10. It's doing 3.11. Running 3.12 right now. Doing the linting. Oh, there's a reuse.uml. That's cool. Huh. Nice. Okay, done. Cool. So the tests are bound to pass. CI is bound to pass because that's just, you know, standard regular thing. Then I'm going to push it to PyPI. So I'm going to do it right here. Git status. Okay. Poetry. Publish. -- build. So it builds something first. Done. Let me go to PyPI and set it up so that GitHub can update it when necessary. PyPI.org project MirrorManager messages. Not connected? I should be. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna do that because I have it here for once. Okay. Perfect. And now go back to the page that I was viewing before. It's kind of not good for PyPI not to do it for me, but that's, I guess that's fine. Let's manage the project. Let us set up the publication for trusted publishing with GitHub. It's in Fedora Infra. It's called MirrorManager Messages, and that's main.yaml, if I remember correctly. It's main.yaml. And the environment name is going to be PyPI, even though that's not really necessary, but it's kind of recommended, so I'm gonna do this. Okay, that is set up. And now I'm gonna add the environment. Okay, oops, sorry. Well, there's not much to say here. It's all good. Okay. All right, all right. Okay, so that's usable now. So I can now, what I can do now is update MirrorManager to use that. So let us go to MirrorManager then. Am I in a branch? No, I'm not in a branch. Why did I do this? Oh yes, I probably did this because I wanted this to be after the flush, because host.id isn't available otherwise. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Let me just commit that. You know, this green terminal thing is funny, but I'm gonna just go back to white. Because then you have the green things from the diffs that are not really visible, so it was fun. But no. Appearance. Breeze sounds nice. I just don't want to have the... I'm going to use that, yeah. More contrast, I guess that's better for streaming. Okay. That is done. Now I can work on it. Let me go back to my Visual Studio. MirrorManager 2. Actually, I don't even need to do that because, well, yeah, I will sometime. Okay, so now I'm going to add the new dependency. Poetry add MirrorManager messages. Boom, add the new dependency, please. Oh, did I remember to pull? I don't think I did. I don't think I remember to pull. Oops. I might have to redo that, but that's okay. Because in the pulls, the commits that I not thinking about are usually the commits that are sent by renovate, which are about updating dependencies. And since I've just added a dependency, it's gonna edit a file that is probably going to conflict with renovate's work. So I'm gonna have to do it again, but that's fine. See, the only difference is this. So update this, please. Thank you. Then let's try again. All right, so while it's doing this, I can check that I have the right dependency in pipe.project.uml, not this one, not you. Oh yeah, it's waiting for this to finish before actually adding it to the file. Which makes sense. That's an atomic update, and it makes sense to only update it if things will go right. MirrorManager messages right here. So now I'm going to be able to use it. Okay, so where am I using messages? Let's go and search for, oh yeah, that was already there. Maybe I don't need to search for everything. I'm doing a fed message with a message here. What's message? Message is a dict. Okay. Yes, okay, so I have multiple messages now. There's obsolete ones and there's better ones. So let us build the message here. Yes. Okay, so because the problem is that this fed message publish thing is actually very simple. Just takes a topic, a content, I don't actually like doing that. It's gonna be not great. I'm going to replace save publish by this. So I'm gonna drop that. I'm gonna have fed message publish be the one that does this. And it's gonna take a message and just publish it. Right. So this here is entirely obsolete. So where was it called? I'm going to do, so yeah. I'm not sure this is actually relevant, but that's fine. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to import now here in my views from MirrorManager messages dot I guess I'm importing everything. What am I doing? Am I doing here? I'm doing site drop. Okay, so I know what this is. This is dot site import site deleted v1 and site deleted v2. So I'm going to do a site deleted v1 first with topic equal to, that was, I suppose that was MirrorManager dot what's topic? Come on. Dot site dot deleted. Okay. And body equal to this thing here. Something is making some noise right on my desk, and I don't know what it is, and it's a bit annoying. Okay. Okay. That's much better. Sorry about that. All right. So I do not need the topic anymore. Thank you. I'm building this message here, and I am going to send it. Build this message, and Fedora Messaging publish with Fedora Message v1. Okay, and now I'm going to build the v2. Yeah, I know, babe. Babe, I know just how you feel. Okay. Okay, message v2. So that's a site deleted v2, but it takes the second. It takes the other topic v2, and the dict is going to be different. It's going to look different because there's site equal. Well, let's just do it with an actual dict, which could make things simpler to view, because there are subdicts. It's ID and then name and then org URL. Okay. But I need also to have the agent. I know what the agent is because the site, if I look at my models, let me look at my models. Blah, 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 blah. No, not utility. Definitely not the top templates. Certainly not the static files. Absolutely not the migrations, but we're getting close. Ah, model. Thank you. So if I look at my site, a site has a reference created by, oh, that's a text. It should have a reference. Oh, where are my foreign keys? Admins, sysadmin. Okay, it has multiple admins. Yeah. The agent, okay, so I see. We could do something much better. Okay. So the agent is obviously the person that is logged in, right? Login required. So how do I get the name of the person being logged in? Where does my login require decorator come from? Blah, blah, blah. Perms, okay. Login required, so it's somewhere in there. Login required, okay. Is authenticated, how do I do that? g.fastUser, that's the one. Okay. So it's g.fastUser. That's the one that I want. Okay, g.fastUser, you're the one that I want. Ooh. Okay. Where was I? I don't remember where it was. Probably somewhere here. Yes. So my agent I know who you are. It's g.fastUser. Of course. Oh, it's not defined. I'm not using g here. Huh. Oh, it's Flask. Okay. Let's go back to that. Flask.g. Sorry about that. Okay, flask.g.fastUser. That's my agent. So I know who is causing this site to be deleted. You know what I would be interested in? I would be very interested in the list of admins. Absolutely. It goes to site admin, but first I want to make sure that site admins are Fedora usernames. Because, let me check who's doing site admins. Create a new site admin. How do I do this? Validate. There's little validation here. Unless this form. Lost password form. No, really? I mean, really? Huh. So, yeah. Okay. Site admins may not be usernames, or how do I check that I have access to a site? Let me do that. That's a good question. For example, I'm trying here to delete a site. Okay, how do I check that I'm allowed to do that? It's site admin. That's good. Site obj. I am pretty sure that this here is just checking. Yes. But is there something enforced? Like, am I enforcing my site admins to be people with Fedora project accounts? I don't think that I'm doing that, because I don't think that MirrorManager is making any call to fastJSON yet. So I'm going to leave it at that for now. I could do something better and warn other admins when the site is deleted, you know. But right now, I'm not going to do that, because that leaves a vector for, well, yeah, I guess. I could do that, I suppose. So imagine you're a team of 5 admins and there's one of them who deletes a site. You would want to warn the other ones maybe that this has happened. It kind of makes sense, I guess. Yeah. Okay, so how do I get my site admins? That's easy. I just do site.admins and I look at the usernames in that. Well, that's basically what the perms is doing, by the way. I should totally do that, which means that I need to change my schema again for site edited v2 and have admins in there. Let's leave that for now. Let's leave that for next time. Okay, I could still do that next another time and improve upon it, because it will be backwards compatible. So I don't need to make a v3. So let's leave it at that, if you don't mind. Save it. So yeah, okay. So now I'm creating a site deleted v1. That's good. I'm publishing it. Created a site deleted v2. Publishing it as well. Let's do the same for the rest, I guess. Which calls are available here? There's one here. What about this one? This is host added. Okay. You know the drill. I'm doing, well, that's wrong. Host, it's going to be host added v1, host added v2, host deleted v1, host deleted v2, host updated v1, and host updated v2. Okay. And I'm going to go there. Of course, that's good. This is a little bit too big. Thank you very much. Here I am. You know what? Putting everything in this SQL Alchemy error is not great. I don't like it very much. So I'm going to do differently. Side drop. Yeah, this is all in a transaction here. I'm going to do it here. Else, which means if I didn't error out, I'm going to there. It's a little bit better because I'm testing things in my transaction here, and there's a little less in that. Well, it means that I don't expect this to happen in here, which is, I think, more correct. Okay, let's do the same thing for host added. I'm going to put an else here and move all this. Except it's doing a flush. I mean, I guess it should do a commit as well. It's doing a commit as well. Why would it do a commit here? Why would it do a commit if there was a rollback before? That makes no sense. Okay, that goes right here. It shouldn't do. It just did a. We shouldn't do a commit if there's. Oh, it should fall back. That's not good. Did it do the same with the sites? It's not great, but it'll do. It'll do. It's not great, but it'll do. Don't worry about it. So what do we have? We have host added. Host added. Cool. This message makes absolutely no sense. That is only for v1, MirrorManager dot host dot added, because this topic makes no sense right here. I should get rid of that. Okay, so this should go. This should be replaced by whatever we have above, which was the previous message. Well, actually, I should do it. Well, you know, it's. I don't really like doing that, but let's do it this way. Would be nice if there was something to convert that to actual dictionary syntax, but that's fine. Sometimes you just have to type. Okay, that is my previous format for a host being deleted. Nice. Now, oh, well, that's site deleted. That's not right. Host deleted v1. Thank you. Not host deleted, not at all. Host added v1. That's my host added v1. Now this is host added v2. v2 I said, thank you. The site is probably similar to what we had before, because I think we reuse, I think that in the schema, is my schema still here? Yes, it is. I think that in the schema we reused the same template, which makes sense in a way, so that you expect a site to be defined always the same way. Site schema, okay, that's always the same. So I don't have to change how I could have, yeah. So it's not site obj though, it's host.site. And now I have a host definition, host, which will be, what do I have in my host definition? Sorry. Host schema. I have ID, name, country, bandwidth, ASN. So basically this, with more stuff. So ID, I have name, I have country, bandwidth, and ASN. Nice. That's my entire host. Okay. Oh, why did I put this here? Okay, that's my host added v2. Fine. And I'm publishing it. It seems fair. Seems fair. Okay. Now more. That's when I added things. Okay. I'm guessing that's one more here for deleted. Let's go for deleted. As you'd expect, I'm going to move that all to here below so that I can have an else. I think it makes it clear that I don't expect this. I expect this SQL alchemy error exception to only happen when I'm committing. So host dropped. Of course, host is not the. Is that? Oh, it's host obj, of course, because why would I make it simple? Do I already have host? I don't have host. Yes. Okay. Actually, I'm going to build my site. Oh, site ID. Okay, actually, I'm going to build to get my site data before doing this. Reason I'm doing this is because once I've deleted the host object, I will not be able to go through the relationships. So host object is here, okay, and I'm going to do a site obj. Thank you. That is just not right. Delete, commit. Okay, this is wrong. It is definitely a host deleted v1 that is here. Should be the same here, by the way. The thing here is, well, should I name it host? I mean, I should just name it host, right? Do I have a... I should just name it host. Why would I name it host obj? Just to make things different? I'm just gonna name it host. Right. I only accept post. Okay, so site obj is going to name site. And here it's going to be site.id because site is I mean, it's it doesn't get deleted. Okay. My form, I validate it. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. This is valid. So host.site, that's not going to work. Because at that point, my host has been deleted. So I cannot go through the relationships. That's why I saved site as a separate variable before. It seems correct. Seems correct. Save it. Okay, so there's that. And now the updated, which is going to be simpler. Hopefully. Now it's going to be simpler. Because, well, first let me move all that outside of the try except block. Well, actually, I should just do a commit, not a flush, you know. Makes little sense to do a commit to expect, like, just no. It's just a no. And the same goes through for the host drop, you know. Let me go to host drop. Oh, that's a commit, sorry. The host new. Yeah, I should just commit. And not worry about that. Okay, let's go back to host updated. Why are you unhappy? Oh, it's using host view, really? That's okay, I guess. I guess that's okay. Okay, so I've moved that to an else. Okay. The message is still the same thing as before. It's called host option. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? That's okay. You have to have a very good reason, and I don't think you have any. Set not up to date. Okay, so yes, that's gone. Okay, so host updated, and now if I use Fedora Messaging, I'm going to use no host updated v1. Thank you very much. Updated. Host updated v2. Thank you very much. Okay, that's the same thing that has always been. Can I check that it was actually the case? Because I think I've removed it maybe a little bit fast. Site, host, bandwidth, ASN. Site, hosts, bandwidth, ID, host, ID, bandwidth. Okay, cool. Of course, this cannot work. This cannot work now. It's host.site. Okay. Okay. Host updated v2. I send the site. I send the host. I send the agent. And I publish it. Good. I think we are using our new schema now everywhere. Notif. Mirror message publish. Okay. Okay, that's the publication. Okay. That's wrong. That's definitely a topic that not a topic, but that's definitely a message schema that we didn't expect, right? So we need to add that. We'll need to add that to our message schema. That's a bit too bad. That's fine. It'll let us test the publication, you know. So let us go to the messages. Okay, so there are messages that are published by the crawler. Which ones are those? So who's calling notify here? Who's calling crawler.notif? What's crawler.notif? Huh. notify? No. Who's calling notify? Sorry, I'm gonna go to the toilet. I'll be right back. Toilet break. Okay. Okay, so who's calling notify here? Maybe no one is calling it. Maybe notify start, notify complete. Ah, that's the ones. That's probably the ones that are actually called. Or are they? Or is it something that has never actually been done? It's possible that it hasn't ever been done. Okay, so do I want to have a notification when a crawler starts and when a crawler completes? Who would be interested in that sort of thing? Because it's not currently called, right? Notify start and notify complete. Let's look at the crawler, which is the big part. Oh, it's already in the crawler. Okay. So if I look at this, if I search for notify, I do not see anything. I think that it's not used, and that my crawler is not notifying things, which I guess is okay. but I'm still going to convert that to to a normal message. If not, options dot fed message. Wait a minute. Default to true. Okay. Okay, by default. Okay. Yeah, okay. So it's not really implemented. So that will be the conversion. Of course, it's not using our schema, but we're also not really calling those. I should just drop this code if it's dead. I'm tempted to just, do it. It's going to be some work for another day, I think. Because this will need work. We need to know what this is, basically. Don't cost host name and the hosts. So host is apparently a list of IDs. Yeah. Let's not fix it right now, but at least use the fact that I'm thinking about it right now to have something. So if I wanted to do it, I would do it in run all host here. I would do one at the start here and one at the end here. Okay, but so when I'm here, I already have a list of hosts that is actually hosts objects. So I could just take in here a list of hosts that is actually hosts. For example, I could say, well, am I actually using that? Yes. Right, because I want this to be start and I want this to be a list of hosts actually. So options, so host name is going to be hosts.name for host in hosts. Right. Do I still need options? Yeah, maybe I want to put that in the start. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Host lists? Nah, I don't need that. Okay. And you do not need the options, I think. Results is going to be, yeah, well, returns code. If I'm here, what do I have as return codes? Do I have, I have results. I have something called results. Okay, what's in results? Well, the reporter would know. What's results? Options. What's report here? That's passed to the, oh yeah, okay. Okay. That's going to be different every time. It's going to be record crawl here. Okay. And it's going to be, it's a list of propagation result here, or a list of, oh, it's always a list of propagation result. Okay, so I know that result is going to be a list of propagation result. Right? And propagation result is it's here. Okay. So this is a list of propagation result entities. Very well. RC, I guess I'm just, okay, can I convert a propagation result to something that is actually readable? Propagation result. No, it's not going to be a propagation result each time, no. That can't be, because when I'm doing a regular crawl, what is it? Report? No, that's, report is, store crawl result. Oh, it is a propagation result. And here it is a propagation result as well. Okay, I guess. So crawler here, that's host ID. Okay, that's very simple. Host ID, host name, and repo status. Wow, that's a lot of data. Because I'm going to map, well, let's just say that the reporter here gets a crawl result. No. A crawl result? Then I'm wrong, right? Store crawl result, who's calling that? I think I made a mistake. That's a crawl result. That is a crawl result. it is defined in the crawler, right? It's not only imported there. Crawl result, yes. Okay. Okay, so I can't, yeah. So I'm gonna have in notif, I'm gonna have to have something different. I'm gonna have to have a complete for the crawler and a complete for the propagation crawl, like the regular crawl and the propagation crawl. Which is fine because I don't actually need that. There's going to be a notify crawl complete. And there's going to be a notify propagation crawl complete. And that's going to be different stuff. Am I going to post it on dot complete? Crawler dot crawl dot complete and yeah. And I can send a, I guess just the results. Not sure that's going to work fine because those, I don't think those, yeah, those objects that don't turn into JSON easily. Unless they are dictionaries. Are they dictionaries? They're not dictionaries. They are data classes. So data class as dict, that's the thing. Yes. Let's try it. Well, not try it, but you know, get the ID from this. For import data classes, and then I could do as dict for result in results. And that's basically the same thing here. And in that case, I don't really need to care. Oh yes, that's the topic. That's gonna be different. Well, too bad. Okay, we're getting there. I don't think I'm going to include that in my commit because I haven't really tested it. Also, host is... Do I need options? I don't even need options, do I? Oh yeah. I'm still including options. Yeah, because we want to know if I'm... Okay. That doesn't make sense anymore. It can get lost. And then for the crawl complete, I'm just going to use this. I have all the info I need in results. Yeah. It's not great, but it can wait, I think, for the next time someone actually needs it. Host deleted v2 isn't used. That's very, very suspicious. Where is host delete? Host drop. Host. Thank you, linter. yes, yes. Okay. I think that's correct. For the crawler though, meh. So I'm not using those right now. One day, if somebody wants to get messages when a crawl starts and a crawl ends, I could add those, and they'll be mostly ready. We'll just need to add a message to the message schema, because right now it will be sending it to the wrong thing. But nobody is really interested in being notified by this, I suppose. What would be useful? Yeah, what would be useful would be when we want to implement notifying someone when a host gets removed. Okay. Then I suppose we should send multiple messages actually. A crawl complete, and then for each host that has been deleted, or that, like if I look at the reporter, I know that maybe something sent by the store crawl results. Because if I look at the, where is it? Right here. If I look at the propagation call, there's record propagation here. But that's not disabling hosts, right? It doesn't disable hosts. Only the reporter here is able to disable hosts. And it disables the host if the call status is disabled. Yes, yes. So we could go over all the results, and those that have been disabled, and I generate another message. Okay, so it'll be mostly ready for that time. Okay. Let's run the test and see if it still works. While it's running, let's review our changes. Blah, 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 blah. Most changes are going to be here in views. Importing the schema, changing the way the messages are sent. Sending those two messages because one is obsolete and the other one is not, but some people might still be needing the old one. Same stuff, same stuff, same stuff. Yeah, that's not very pretty. Sorry, wait, what? Oh. It seems a bit long to do that, but okay. Which line is it? 303? Sorry. Wait, what? Oh, it used to be 303 and now it's 348. Yeah, that's a bit long, but that's okay. That's okay. How's the test doing? It's running. Okay, and then same stuff here. Okay. Which bug was that? MirrorManager 353. I'm gonna. Do I use Toncrya here? I'm not even sure. Do I have a news directory? Don't think I do. Yeah, I don't. Sorry. Okay. So that's gonna be the fix for this error, for this item. What's blank line contain white space? Oh yes. Sorry. Still running. So I'm almost there. I should make a new branch, of course. Create new branch. Fix. What was it? 353. I can still do the commit. So what do we have? Yeah, there's that, definitely. The Pi project, yes. The views, yes. That's the main thing. CLI, what did I change there? Oh yes, that's part of the... That's because I didn't really... Well, that's mostly type... Yeah, that's type... That's fine. This one, I'm going to put that in a separate commit so it doesn't really cause a problem. No, well, I can't because I have to adjust it. It's fine. Yeah, yeah. I'll put it in the same. Okay. Use the message schema fix 353. Schema provided by MirrorManager messages. The changes to load.notif messaging messages from the Okay. Did I forget something? Nope. Done. And the tests keep passing, so that's good. See, the coverage is abysmal in MirrorManager. That's not good, but I guess that's how it is. All right, let's push it. And let us make a pull request. Where's my pull request? There it is. Huh. Yeah. Please do that again. Okay, here's a message schema. Okay. And it's done. So if we want to do something about the message that are emitted by the crawler, then we'll have, that's going to be in a separate pull request and commit and maybe stream, we'll see. Yeah, that's basically it. I'm just waiting for CI to finish, but in the meantime, if you have any questions, feel free to ask anything in the chat. There's so many people there, but I'm here. So if you have questions, feel free to do that. And if you're viewing this on YouTube, for example, or in the replay, then you can come to the chat and ask me any questions. Usually come to the streams and ask me any questions. You can, if you have questions, if the time slot for this stream is not right for you because of time zones, then of course, then I'll be reading the YouTube comments, so you can do that here as well. Okay, and so this issue has taken us 2 streams, pretty much entirely. So it wasn't such an easy fix, but it's done now. And I hope that was interesting to you guys. And I will see you next week. In the meantime, take care of yourself and those close to you, and have fun. Goodbye.